Welcome to Pop Pilgrims. Today we're here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Everything that grunge did and Nirvana kicked off in '91 was basically what the Replacements were doing 6 or 7 years earlier.
How do you feel about the interview?
About talking to Tommy Stinson?
Yeah.
Pretty intimidated.
That's it right there. I'm in a parallel park.
My older sister had the front room with the alcove kind of in it.
And where were you?
And we were sitting right in front of that, between the two windows, right on the roof.
What can you tell us about the day that you shot the...
You know, so long ago, I can't remember a whole lot about the actual day, but I remember we sat up there for a good long time trying to figure out, you know, how to get the right shot because not enough room to move, and Daniel Corrigan had to kind of like really grapple the edge there and get that right shot. And it was kind of rough, you know.
Getting them together was half the battle because Tommy would wander off or Bob would be doing, sticking his finger in somebody's ear. The Let It Be house, that shoot was actually a reshoot. We rescheduled to shoot at their house where they're doing had their practice space.
We were already a band, we moved here, yeah, and we put the basement together and had our little rehearsals down there.
We just decided to go outside up on the roof.
My sister's bedroom was the one right there. That was my little sister's bedroom, so we crawled out that window to get up there. You can see in the back of that, you can see her with softball trophies and stuff. No one really in the neighborhood really knew what the hell we were doing, so it wasn't like, oh my God, that's crowds of people watching us do this thing. It was like, it's any old day, you know?
Yeah. And that image has taken on such a sort of iconic life of its own, you know. Do you have any awareness of that? The fact that your sister's bedroom has this weird mythological status in the indie rock world?
People can make up all kinds of crap they want about it. When you're in it and it's part of your daily life, it's not like you have this sort of surreal existence. It's like this just regular life to us. We had no idea we were going to leave a mark like we've left, you know? We didn't have any clue about that.
The picture's been analyzed a lot, whereas beforehand it wasn't at all. You know, it's just kind of, let's see what happens. Even after we made that picture and we're looking at them all together, I still insisted the elevator picture was better. Insisted. And to my eye, I still like it better as a picture. But thank God I didn't listen to myself. And that was a lesson that I learned a long time ago, is that if you had a good editor, trust them.
I don't think I've actually been standing in front of it in 20 some years. Yeah. Before the Replacements were to have our first gig, my brother and I were climbing what is now looks like it's been chopped down, but there was a little row of trees back here, and there used to be a white picket fence here. We climbed up on this tree they've obviously taken down and fell out of the tree, landed on the picket fence with the armpit. Ambulance comes and gets me, and luckily it didn't slice my arm off completely, just, all the muscles and shit. If my memory serves me, I think the gig that we almost had was opening up for Gary Newman at the Civic Center. That's what I think. I could be mistaken on that. Well, it's funny because Paul and I have been recording the last 2 days, just down the street. And this whole thing, doing this the day after we recorded, is a little emotional. It's been a rough day and a rough last night too. We had a great time, and the funny thing about all of that is we never had this big blowout, he and I, and we didn't really break up. We didn't just say, we're breaking up. We just kind of left it there. And I was joking with someone that's Replacements are still kind of on that tour bus that we got off of, in '91. It's still out there just waiting to pick us up again.